All right. Staying connected to a long-distance family can be hard, but lifestyle Bobbie Thomas has a great idea to connect us. Joining us from New York, lifestyle expert Bobbie Thomas is here to share some tips for how busy parents can stay connected to their kids and how she's overcoming some of her biggest hurdles since returning to work. Welcome, Bobbie. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, well, let's get right into this because the country, is continuing to reopen. People are going back to work, but there's some struggles people are having going back to the workplace. And what are some of the tips you have to share with us?
Yeah, I think the first thing is just knowing that as adults, we're sort of anxious about breaking into whatever this dreaded phase, new normal is. But kids are feeling that anxiety too. And it was my son who actually pointed out, Mom, I don't get the word routine. It's supposed to be the same thing that happens all the time, but it doesn't. And it was a really smart moment because it helped me to realize we didn't really have the kind of physical routine he was expecting. And so we tossed that out the window. And what we decided to focus on was ritual. And it's a fancy new word he likes to say he knows what it means. But it's just about having one thing we do every day to bond, regardless of where we are. So for us, we like to exchange a feel-good fact, like he also likes to say a funny fact of the day. And so I can do that at bedtime in the same place with him, or if I'm at work, on the road, or at the office, I can do that over the phone. And it's a very small thing, but for him, he just feels connected, and he knows that we've thought throughout the day of what we're going to share, and it just helps him know that I'm still there, even though physically we might be in different places.
Wow, Bobbie, that's so cool because that's all kids want is just one little thing throughout the day. That's it, to just feel connected, especially, if it's a note or something like you said, It's awesome. But you travel and people are starting to travel. So how is technology playing into, of course, staying connected?
I mean, look, like you and so many of us, hopefully in this conversation, we've turned to technology to solve so many problems. And for adults, it's wonderful to have Zoom and FaceTime. But have you ever tried getting a little kid to sit still in front of a video call? After grandma says, "How are you?" "I'm good." Kicking. "What are you doing?" "Nothing." You're chasing them, and then you're scrambling to say, "No, he loves you. He wanted to call, but..." And it's just so hard because they just don't have that kind of attention span. And so I am just ecstatic to be sharing more about the device I'm standing next to because Amazon's new Glow is unlike anything that I've ever experienced, and it's something that is changing the game. It's a video calling device, but this tower with the screen will not only show you who you're speaking with on video, but it projects down onto an interactive play area. This is incredible. It's as if wizards were listening during the last few years of how can we make us feel like we're in the same room, even though we're miles apart, and do something that kids can actually engage in with us. Now, look, during my lunch break, I'm sometimes at home, and he calls me from the other room. He glows me from the other room, I should say, is what he says. And we play a game of whack-a-mole or Connect Four. On Saturday morning, I hear him calling grandma, and she's laughing hysterically over some kind of art that they've drawn together. After school, he's like, "Mom, I'm playing with my cousins. I'll be right there." It is everything that you want from technology. Togetherness. It's really changed my opinion of screen time. I used to really not like how long he was sticking to a tablet. It was one way, just kind of throwing information at him. And I wasn't able to control that. So for this, I'm saying yes, because I get to approve who he's talking to. I feel good about that. The parental dashboard has history, and it's powered by Amazon Kids Plus. So you get a whole free year of that content with the device. And I love that it's Disney and Pixar. So it's fun, and there's stuff he's there to learn, but it's great content I feel so good about. And I know that he's enjoying himself, he's connecting, he's learning. It's everything I want as a parent.
And Bobbie, I think this is more for us parents and grandparents to connect with the kids, because I love that you're actually getting involved with them on the call, like you said. Rather than just sitting there going, yep, bye, see you later. This is so cool to have. I like want one now, even though I have older kids.
No,
Maybe I
I'm
can keep
telling
them
you,
busy
even your older kids, it feels so good for those little ones to reach out to you independently. And it teaches him how to be social. One of the biggest things I talk to Miles about, not having to do with this device, but just relationships are a two-way street. And it's really hard for little ones to learn that because as adults, we're always managing the relationships. Yeah. So this is wonderful because they get to learn you bounce the ball and then they bounce the ball back. And I just love it. And I feel so honored that I was able to partner with them on the first early release to understand more. And now I'm so excited anyone can go to amazon.com/glow to learn more. I really love this. It's such an investment in staying connected.
Bobbie, it's awesome. I know we got to wrap up, but I just have one other quick question for you, and that is just throw out one of your quick tips to make sure that we are staying engaged with our children. I know we have the Glow, but what's one quick thing that you recommend?
Have fun. I think we forget as adults to have fun. We overcomplicate it, and we think we need a whole day off. We really just need to stop, have fun, and just let our kids know we're there. And you can do that in 5 minutes.
I love it. I love it. Okay, quick again. Tell them where they can find the Amazon Glow.
Amazon.com/glow.
Perfect. Bobbie, thanks for joining us this morning.
Thank you so much for having me.